cream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a study with a llama on her head, uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. To play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kit and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, lights, camera, chaotic humor. She'll roast your comments and send a prayer while flossing in boots with electric hair. Hot shit YouTuber, cue the outro, she's gone lunar.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sitting here talking. I forgot to add myself to the screen here. Oh, I got to bring up, hold on a minute. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Hold on a minute. I got to go where they're going to have the court hearing. Yes, I do. Hold on. Huh. I wonder if I'll say hi in a minute. I'm not being rude. Well, kind of, I guess. Just, yeah, now. I wonder if law and crime, hold on. Law and crime. If they're doing it. Well, we're going to find out, people. Sorry, I'm not in StreamYard, so I don't know what you're saying. Okay, I don't know. But I do know. Let's see. Jake. Court TV. There we go. I know. That's all I got. Can you believe that shit? What is up? How are you, Josh? Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know why nobody watches me. I really don't. Because I give out some good information and I protect people and stuff like that. I call out law enforcement. I call out bad judges and people like that. Yes, my girl's here. I know, Misty. I know. They're just missing out. They're just missing out, people. Now, let me tell you something. Let me get back to this real quick because I cannot wrap my head around this. Probably because there was no justice for me. Okay, I have a problem. We're going to get into this at a later time. We're going to talk about John what's it, John Sawyer Smith. We're going to talk about that individual for sure. And we're going to go through the neighborhood of this child, you know what? Yeah. And then we're going to get into about Leanne below. She is now a judge. And then we're going to talk about the judge that signed off on this. Because you know what? I'm heated. I'm heated. Anybody else would be too, no matter if it was your child. Hi, Patty Sturgis. I will protect this family. Not really protect this family. I'm going to bring traction to this case, okay? Because this 9-year-old boy did not get justice. He was failed from this county in Missouri. Of course, Missouri, Missouri. There's Missouri, Bria. And he's been re-victimized. Okay? That's what's going on here. Hi, Patty Sturgis. Hi. I'm having my little rant about these horrible people on my screen. Okay, we're going to go through also. No, this will be coming up at some time. We're going to be going through. Oh my God, I got a cough. Leanne Below's career. We are going to go through John's career. This judge, we're gonna see how many people he signed off on, how many child you know what's. We're gonna see. We're gonna get the numbers, people. Believe me, I'm on a mission. And I will continue calling you out till you do the right thing. This is going to happen to another child. I don't care what anybody says. See, these offenders, they reoffend over and over and over and over. Sometimes they get caught. Sometimes they don't get caught. The victims, it's very hard for victims to talk. I know because I'm a victim. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get these demons off my screen. I ain't going away. I'm not going away. People in Missouri, I got you. I got you guys. Yes, I do. How much time we got here? 10 minutes? No. 13? Something like that. I don't know. Why isn't the chat open? That's very strange. Interesting. Yeah, you guys can see everything I'm doing. I know. Guess what I'm making? Guess what I'm making right now? I will send you a link. Oh my God, I'm telling you what is going on out there. It's bad out there. They're just like, Missouri's a bad state anyways for criminals. And they're easy on the real bad ones. They get to walk. They got catch and release out there. But they're just as bad as Fredericktown. Okay. So here's another county I'm going to look into. And I've been really quiet for Fredericktown, but there hasn't been any updates of anything. So, Nick Adams, I think you're doing pretty good right now, even though I do have a problem with you because you don't get back to grieving mothers. You lie. But I will say they needed a change in that town or that county. Chief of police. Who's the chief of police? Anybody know? Who's the chief of police now? Let me look. Chief of police of Fredericktown. Who is the chief of police? Oh. Who is Tracy Myers? No. Is it the right town or hold on, maybe I have the wrong state. Missouri. Who is it? I want to know. Why can't I find out who the chief of police is? What's going on? Anybody know? Let me go look at my chat. Does anybody know? I need to find out. Who's the chief of police? Hold on. This is crazy. Who is the chief? Why isn't it showing me? We're going to find out right now. Chief of Police is Earl Johnson. What? I've never heard of Earl. What? No. This ain't right, is it? Chief of Police? God, I gotta fix my phone. Okay, here we go. Fredericktown PD. All right, people. We're gonna look right now. It's Madison County, but Nick Adams is the sheriff, and I don't know who the new chief is, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. You can look with me, pizza. People, pizza. Oh no, not Eric Hovis. No, come on now. Eric Hovis, you guys. I'm in shock. Oh no, this is old because Nick Adams is a sheriff now in Madison County. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. I don't believe it. Government. Okay, guys, I'm on a mission now. I need to find out who the chief is, because that's old. That is not up to date. Let me go to Facebook, to the police department there, and it will show. Hovis can't be. You got to be kidding me. Fredericktown. Fredericktown Police Department. Here we go, people. Okay. Let me look. Oh, they don't have me blocked yet. No, is he? Is he? Oh my God. Oh no, I can't comment. I was going to comment, you guys. Oh, okay. See, I just came into. No, Eric, I heard about you. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true about you. I've heard a few things. Oh boy, it is. Oh, who are these guys? Thank you, Fredericktown Middle School, for honoring all of our first responders. Well, I'm going to see who every one of you guys are. So let me save that picture right there. Who's this? You know, I could work in Fredericktown, you guys. I could clean that town right up. What do you think? You think I could? Are you able to watch what I'm doing? Okay, good. All right. What's going on there? Sheriff Nick Adams. Let's go to his page. Let's go Madison County here. He's talking about the soup kitchen. Very good. And he has to let everybody know he's still the sheriff, you guys. Nick Adams is still the sheriff. 6 hours ago, he posted this. Yeah. Nick, we know you're still the sheriff. Okay? What's going on here? Attorney generals. I'm going to look right now. I'm going to look for us, people. Oh, it's about. Okay, I'm glad I clicked that. I have so much work to do. My work is undone there in Missouri. Hold on, I got a cough. All right, people, look at this. Nick Adams. That came from his page. Attorney General Hanaway reminds Missourians of Halloween safety rules for registered. You know what? You know what? We're going to read this. Let me tell you, be vigilant. What is that word? Vigilant? No, that's not the word. Be careful, people. They're all over. Madison County, they're everywhere. There's like 82 of them. Okay. And that new county that I'm looking into, what is that new county I'm looking into? Starts with an S. Yeah. I'm looking into that county for a number of reasons. Because they re-victimize victims, children. Thank you. This is the county. This is my new county that I'm looking into. Okay. Just thought I'd let you know. Here, let's go over here. All right, we're waiting. So, yeah. Misty, when I talk to you, you got to tell me how to pronounce that. So I got people all over my Facebook, right? I got people all over my Facebook attacking me. It's okay, though, calling me names and stuff. Want to know why? Because somebody posted, okay, there's a group of people, like people have been making fun of what happened to Charlie Kirk. I don't care who he was. It could have been Kamala Harris, right? It could have been Kamala, and I would feel sad. Nobody's life deserves to be taken. Now, his life was taken for the world to see, right? So these people are making fun of it. So I posted their pictures with their names, and I said, let's make them famous. Well, let me tell you, I'm getting attacked. It's okay, people. Do not even go by these individuals because, yeah. Okay, I need to go to. Oh, see, I did a live this morning because I was heated. Patty Sturgis. I'll put their picture up one more time. I'm looking into them. Every one of them. Everyone. Yep. Lee Ann below became a judge in September. Yeah. I think everybody needs to know what happened out there. And I think everybody in the neighborhood needs to know what is in their neighborhood. I've seen there was parks out there. Sure did. I can make some flyers. Go to everybody's house and let them know what's up over there. Everybody's house. Listen to me. I hate my own voice. That's why I never rewatch what I do. So there's that. I was working. Oh, yes. It was this morning. I did my live this morning. Nobody watched it except for on Facebook, which I wanted the Facebook people. Facebook people, please share my Missouri peoples. Share this. Share that thing about Hobart Voss, the POS. Jesus, gross. Are you tired of working? I wish I could work. Me and Nala finally got to go on a walk. I took pictures. The woods look so different now. It's really disappointing. Well, you know what? It's still kind of pretty, right? The leaves. I liked walking in the leaves. That was kind of cool. I really needed that. I had a really bad couple days. I went through some emotions about my daughter Tabitha. I've never felt emotions, that kind of sadness, losing a child. Oh, what is he crying for? Big baby. What about Emmanuel? Where is he? Jake. What is he crying for, you guys? Because he got caught? There's the link to, oh, yeah, let me share. Because the Missouri people are on Facebook. I don't think they come to YouTube. Why don't you tell people where your son's at so he can be laid to rest, Jake? Just saying. Okay, everybody. This is my. That's a link to the video I did. It just a real quick one I did. My new case there in Missouri, what I'm going to be focusing on. They don't care about child victims of horrible crimes done to them. Yeah, like getting raped. Yeah, they don't care. Hey, it is what it is. You do? Oh, hold on. Oh, look at Jake. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? I'm not going to allow people to threaten me like that. So carry on with your happy self. Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, you put stuff in the public forum, right? Forum like that, and I repost it. Oh well. It's not like I went and looked for those individuals that made fun of Charlie Kirk. Pulled in. Do you guys hear music? That music ain't coming from me. What's going on here? Yeah, it didn't start until we came live.
Please remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session.
And before we go forward with the sentencing in the Jake Haro matter, again, announcing to the public, there are no use of cell phones, no recording except for the pool camera. There will be no comments about the case while the court is in session, no outbursts, and please follow the instructions given by our RSO deputies. With that, calling the matters of Jake Haro. Appearances, please.
Thank you. I'll let Mark wait for Mr. Haro. He is sitting right next to me at council table. And thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Allison Lowe also on behalf of Jake Haro.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. William Robinson for the people.
Good afternoon. Brandon Smith for the people.
Thank you. And good afternoon, Mr. Haro. And this is the time and place set for sentencing. Are both sides ready to go forward at this time?
Yes.
And the court has read and considered the sentencing memorandums provided by Ms. Garthwaite and Ms. Lowe, as well as Mr. Smith and Mr. Robinson, as well as the probation report. At this time, does either side want to be heard further? Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, any victim impact statements for the court to consider?
There will be no victim impact statements.
Okay. And Ms. Garthwaite, Ms. Lowe?
Your Honor, I just wanted to very briefly reiterate the defense objection to imposing court fees and fines. Mr. Haro is indigent. He's a public defender client. I believe that the court is going to sentence him to a lengthy sentence. And prior to his arrest, he was unable to work and was receiving disability. So we would object to the court imposing any court fees and fines. If the court is going to assess a restitution fine, it is based, or the defense requests that based on the indigency, that the court set it no higher than $300, which is the minimum.
Okay. And Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, do you want to be heard in regards to that?
Yes, I'd say that while I intend to submit in large part on the sentencing memorandum by filed with court, I do want to reiterate that while I understand the court has some discretion in this matter regarding the sentence and the fines and fees, I want to emphasize the fact that this defendant deserves no leniency in any regards as to sentence or as to fines and fees. The court is well aware of how this case began with the defendants standing in front of law enforcement and the public and creating this public panic about a child being kidnapped, and the resources that were expended in order to investigate those lives of the defendant need to be addressed in this sentence as well. So I would ask that the court recognize that in deciding how much to assess the defendant in fines and fees, as well as in exercising its discretion regarding the appropriate sentence in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Anything further before the court begins its sentence?
No, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm sorry, we've had, I guess, a change of opinion. So the Emmanuel Haro's grandmother has now asked to address the court about the sentence.
Okay. And are you ready at this time?
Ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. And Mr. Smith, if we can have an introduction, please.
Yes, so this is Emmanuel Haro's maternal grandmother. And her first name is Mary, M-A-R-Y. And I'll have her spell her last name.
B-U-S-H-A-V
Good afternoon, ma'am, and thank you for being here today. And ma'am, I want to make sure that I hear everything that you have to say, that our court reporter can take down everything that you have to say, and that we have an accurate record. We've cleared our entire afternoon, so you don't feel the need to be rushed. So whenever you're ready, if you could speak loudly and clearly and slowly for us, but whenever you're ready.
I want Jake to look at me. I want him to face me.
And ma'am, if you can address the court.
I'd like for him to face me, to look at me.
Okay.
And Nana, if you could speak up as loud as you can, please.
I wanted Jake to face me, to look at me, because I told him that I would be here for his sentencing before he was arrested. I talked to him about, as a friend, to tell me everything, because he didn't give me the opportunity to meet my grandson. He destroyed my whole family. He branded his children for life. He damaged her children, all his children for life. And in doing that, he destroyed my family, my children, everybody in my family. All my children are destroyed by this. He changed my daughter over. We don't know who she is. He never gave me a chance to see my grandchildren. He kept my daughter away. I don't know what he did or how he changed my daughter's life. But she was never that same person after she went to live with him. The only reason Rebecca came back, because in March I had a stroke. And my son got hold of her and told her I was in ICU. That's how I met Mackenzie, my 2-year-old granddaughter. I didn't even know she existed. Because I was not aware that she was pregnant with Mackenzie. I was not aware that she was pregnant with Emmanuel. I never met Emmanuel. You know, he deprived everybody. And it has hurt my children because the media has torn all of my children apart, okay? Because they say, Grandma knows, Grandma isn't on it, Grandma doesn't know nothing. If I had known what was going on, I would have take my daughter out of there forcefully, or I would have called the police. My sons would have come and got her, okay? Never did we ever knew anything. If I had known when I called social service when Rebecca moved in, I called social service to let them know that I didn't like him. That because my granddaughter Irene was afraid. She didn't want to be there. She called me and she says, Grandma, I don't want to be there. Okay, so I called social service. I asked social service to give me a report of what had happened, what they found out. Oh no, she's fine. The house is beautiful. They have food in the fridge. That's it. Had social service come and told me what he had done to promise his other children. Nothing of this would be here. We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. My grandchildren, Emmanuel wouldn't be gone. Mackenzie wouldn't have been born. Because he had already done a lot of horrible things to his other children. He branded those children for life. And in the same way, branded all my children too. Because I can't go nowhere without they asking me. Every time I go to the store or somebody recognizes me, they attack me, you know, on social media, everywhere. And that is not my doing or my children. This has been horrible for us. I was glad the day that got arrested because I fear for my daughter's life, I fear for everybody. And, you know, he had a second chance. My daughter didn't have a chance with him. Or his children. His children didn't have a second chance. And I think the judge that let him go should be here sitting with him. And so is social service. Because they could have told me, oh no, protocol doesn't allow us to tell you anything. Well, how are we supposed to protect our children if we don't know? The court knows what's going on. I didn't know. I called social service. I didn't know what he had done to his other children. And here he sits, you know, like nothing. Somebody will give him another chance. And I don't want that. Because he didn't give his children a chance. He didn't give my daughter a chance to be happy to take care of her children, okay? My 20-year-old granddaughter, my 18-year-old granddaughter are a mess because of him. Mackenzie, it's totally changed, a little baby, a 2-year-old girl that has nothing, okay? I'm very, very stressed out, very angry at the justice system for letting this guy, giving him a chance. Who gave my grandchildren a chance, a second chance? Did CPS check? Why didn't they tell me? Oh look, this is what that guy does. He takes it out on the children, on the babies. But he can't do it to a grown person. He's not man enough to do it to a man, okay? He destroys so many lives. His mom, his brother, everybody, okay? Nobody wants to be here. Nobody wanted to come and look at it. But I have to speak for my grandson and my grandchildren, and for my children too, because they're going through every hell in this world, okay?
Thank you, Mom.
I didn't mourn my grandson that he passed away. We buried him on the 5th of August, and they were saying that, oh, we probably bury Emmanuel in my grandson's, when we bury my grandson, okay? I lost my grandson on the 5th. We buried my grandson on the 5th of August. Then he calls me on the 14th of August and says that Emmanuel is kidnapped. And then my sister passes on the 17th of August. We didn't have a chance to mourn any of my sister, my grandson, my other grandson, none. Because everybody was angry at everybody because how could this happen? Why? I wish you could look at me and tell me why. He was never in my house. He knew I didn't like him. He knew I called social service, and that's why he kept my daughter away. He changed her so she couldn't have no contact with me or his brothers, okay? Had I had not had a stroke, I would have never met Mackenzie or, you know, probably heard it on the news about Emmanuel, okay? So don't blame my children. The media has blamed my children, everybody. The TikTokers, everybody. Grandma Mary knows. I don't know nothing, okay? And I stand here with you, asking you to give him the maximum. Because I don't want him to give him another chance. He didn't give nobody a chance. He had many chances. He had a chance. The judge gave him a second chance. The probation gave him another chance. The CPS Oh, well, you know, no, he's fine. He's got food in the fridge and the house is clean. That doesn't cut it, okay? And that's not fair to the children to let somebody out like that. And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm just very, very upset and very stressed out.
And ma'am, no need to apologize. This proceeding here is for you to make your impact statement to talk about how the crime has affected you and your family. I do want to lead with, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for all the hurt that you and your family have gone through.
A lot of hurt.
And I want to thank you for being here today.
I'm here because I'm the only one that wanted to be here because my children don't trust themselves to come in and talk because they're so upset, so angry at this system, what they did. How could they give him a second chance when you see the pictures of the little girl? How? That's beyond me. You know, you get two drunk driving tickets and you go to jail or you pay a goddamn fine. And he, a slap on the hand, go and do community work. Okay? How does that happen, Your Honor? I want to know how did that happen.
Anything else, ma'am?
No. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, any other impact statements on behalf of the people?
No, thank you.
Ms. Garthwaite, Ms. Lowe, no impact statements on behalf of the defense?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
And submitting on your motion?
Yes.
Submitting on your motion.
Yes.
So the court is now going to pronounce judgment at this time. Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Smith, are you okay if I sentence on all three together, all three cases?
Yes.
Yes.
This time, this court, having taken the defendant's plea, having read and considered the probation report, and having seen, heard, and considered the evidence and arguments of counsel at the sentencing hearing, as well as taking judicial notice of its own records, hereby pronounces the sentence as described in this order. The court imposes an aggregate sentence of 180 days and 6 years, 8 months, plus 25 years to life and fines as specified. As I will explain shortly, the sentence of 180 days and 6 years and 8 months will be determinate. The 25 years to life is indeterminate and will be described at this time. Probation is denied. Because Mr. Haro was on probation for a felony offense at the time he committed the serious and violent offenses of murder and assault on a child under 8 causing death, he is ineligible for probation pursuant to Penal Code Section 1203. Accordingly, probation is denied. In regards to the terms of imprisonment, this case involves the imposition of determinate terms and indeterminate terms. The court will first address the indeterminate terms. I did read the briefing submitted by Ms. Lowe and Ms. Garthwaite, as well as by Mr. Smith and Mr. Robinson. For count 1, in case FERI 2504-808-1, murder in the second degree, the court imposes the only term provided by law of 15 years to life. The court notes that the amended complaint filed by the people lists the punishment for count 1 as 25 to life, which would suggest that the charge is first-degree murder, but we did have a discussion at the last hearing regarding those sentence or that charge and that it is in the second degree. So I want to make sure that that's clear, Mr. Smith and Ms. Lowe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Accordingly, the court orders the designation of the 25 to life stricken from the amended complaint. For count 3, in case FERI 2504-808-1, assault on a child under 8 causing death, the court imposes the only term provided by law of 25 years to life. The court finds that counts 1 and 3 in case ending in 808-1 are based on the same act. An act or omission that is punishable in different ways by different provisions of law may be punished under either of such provisions, but in no case shall the act or omission be punished under more than one provision. Accordingly, the court stays the punishment for count 1, the murder charge, pursuant to section 654. The court declines to stay the punishment for count 3 instead of count 1, pursuant to section 654. Mr. Haro, through his attorney, urges the court to stay the higher punishment because he acknowledged wrongdoing and pled guilty at an early stage of the criminal process, which is a mitigating factor under the rules of court. And the court does not find this to be a compelling reason to select the 15-year to life term in lieu of the 25-year to life term. While Mr. Haro did plead guilty at an early stage in the proceedings, this does not outweigh the significant and considerable aggravating factors that he has admitted to. It cannot be ignored that Mr. Haro was on probation for severely abusing one child when he decided to assault and kill another child. Further, the court notes that Mr. Haro was out on bail in 2 cases, including one for abusing his daughter when he killed baby Emmanuel. And the fact that Mr. Haro pled guilty at an early stage, while not insignificant, cannot overcome the horrific nature of the circumstances here. Given the admissions Mr. Haro himself has made with respect to the aggravating factors, accordingly, I will impose the indeterminate term of 25 years to life. Mr. Haro has also been convicted of 3 felony charges with determinate sentences. The court selects the child abuse charge, the 273A from case BAF 2101265-2 to be the principal offense. The court orders executed the previously imposed term of 6 years, which is the upper term. As will be explained, the court orders the determinate punishments to run consecutively to the punishment imposed in felony case ending in 808-1. In case BAF 2400717, Mr. Haro has pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm pursuant to Penal Code Section 29800 and ammunition under Penal Code Section 3305. These offenses are based on his possession of a loaded firearm, which is a single act. Accordingly, the court stays punishment for count 2, the possession of ammunition charge pursuant to Section 654. For the firearm possession charge in count 1, I will impose a subordinate term of 8 months, which is 1/3 of the midterm, to run consecutively to the principal term. When determining whether to impose consecutive or concurrent sentences, the rules of court provide several factors for the court to consider. The factors related to the crime include whether or not, 1, the crimes and their objectives were predominantly independent of each other. 2, the crimes and their objectives, the crimes involved separate acts or threats of violence. Or 3, the crimes were committed at different times or separate places, rather than being committed so closely in time and place as to indicate a single period of terrible behavior. The court may also consider any aggravating or mitigating circumstances in deciding whether to impose concurrent or consecutive sentences, except that the court may not impose a consecutive sentence based on 1, a fact used to impose the upper term, or 2, a fact used to otherwise enhance the defendant's sentence, and 3, a fact that is an element of the crime. The consecutive punishments are appropriate here because the crimes and their objectives were independent of each other, involved separate acts, and were committed at different times, indeed over the course of many years. Accordingly, the court imposes all felony punishments to run consecutively to each other. Mr. Haro has also pled guilty to a misdemeanor offense of filing a false police report in count 2 in felony case ending 808. For this misdemeanor offense, the court imposes a term of 180 days to be served in any penal institution. Having imposed the terms as explained, the court hereby imposes an aggregate term of 180 days and 6 years, 8 months, plus 25 years to life in state prison. I do want to touch on my discretion in case there was any question. Looking back on this in the future, were the voters or the legislature to amend any statutes, or were there to be any decisional law in the future that would grant this court any additional discretion in sentencing and which might benefit Mr. Haro, this court would decline to exercise any such additional discretion to lower or mitigate Mr. Haro's sentence. The court has weighed and balanced all the aggravating and mitigating factors in this case and considered all circumstances such that the court believes the current sentence is just and appropriate. Mr. Haro's conduct and culpability in the offense against his own children lead the court to conclude that Mr. Haro's sentence today is fully justified without future downward modification, even should the legislature provide such discretion. In regards to the fines, the court will impose a restitution fine of $10,000. The court finds the maximum fine is appropriate given the number of felonies the defendant was convicted of and the number of years he is being ordered to serve. The court imposes the parole revocation restitution fine in the amount of $10,000 as well. This fine is stayed unless and until parole is revoked. I will impose the court security fees as well as the penalties. The court additionally imposes the state penalty of $10 for every $10 or part of $10 upon every fine imposed. The state penalty assessment of 20% of the base fine, the court operations assessment of $40 for each conviction, and the court facilities assessment of $30 for each conviction. Ms. Lowe, I will take note of your request under Duenas. And at this time, those fines and fees will be imposed, but stay the execution pursuant to Duenas. In regards to restitution, the court orders victim restitution to be paid in any amount that may be determined in the future. Mr. Haro is also ordered to pay interest at a rate of 10% per annum, accruing as of October 12th of 2018 in case BAF ending 265, as of July 27th, 2024 in BAF ending in 717, and as of August 14th, 2025 in felony case ending in 808-1. Mr. Haro is hereby advised the restitution orders shall be enforceable as if they were civil judgments. Mr. Haro, I'm going to advise you of the following at this time. You are advised of your right to appeal. The notice of appeal must be filed within 60 days after the rendition of the judgment or the making of the order being appealed. You are also advised that if you are indigent, you are entitled to appointment of counsel upon request. Sir, I'm also advising you of your requirement to provide buccal swab samples, right thumbprints, and a full palm print impression of each hand and any blood specimens or other biological samples. Sir, also advising you that as a result of these convictions, you are prohibited from owning, purchasing, receiving, possessing, or having under your custody or control any firearms, ammunition, or body armor. You are also ordered to relinquish any firearms. Sir, I'm advising you, and I went over this at your plea, that if you are not a citizen of the United States, these convictions will have the consequence of deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, and denial of naturalization pursuant to federal law. You're also advised that at the expiration of the term of imprisonment here imposed, you may be released on parole unless the Board of Prison Terms waives parole for good cause. If parole is granted, the period of parole shall be for 3 years. Now, sir, going over your credits, and Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, I believe we went over these this morning, but just want to make sure that I have the correct credits. Sir, in BAF, case ending in 017, You have credits of 72 plus 72 for a total of 144 days. Mr. Smith, Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, do you agree?
Yes.
In case ending in 265, your banning case, you have credits for 167 days actual plus 166 days 4019 for a total of 333.
Yes.
Yes.
And lastly, sir, in the case, your newest case, ending in 808, your Riverside case, you have credits of 74 days actual plus 0 days good time credit for a total of 74 days.
Yes.
So to reiterate the final disposition, Mr. Haro, you are hereby sentenced to serve 180 days and 6 years, 8 months to terminal. You are ordered to serve 25 years to life in the state prison for the child abuse perpetrated against CH, for unlawfully possessing a firearm and ammunition after having been convicted of such a heinous crime, and for the senseless assault and murder of baby Emmanuel. While no sentence can possibly vindicate the loss of innocence and life at the hands of Mr. Haro, the man who was supposed to protect these precious and defenseless children against evil and harm, the sentence here is the most the court can do to ensure that as much justice is done as possible. To that end, the court imposes the aforementioned terms of imprisonment, fines, and penalties and assessments, and I will be filing a written order of today's sentence. Anything else at this time before I sentence him or transport it forthwith? Ms. Lowe or Ms. Garthwaite?
No, thank you, Your Honor. I have a point of clarification, Your Honor.
Okay.
I just wanted to inquire, it's my understanding that the court did impose the $10,000 restitution fine that stayed that person's claim, yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. And at this time, Mr. Haro, I am going to order that you are transported forthwith by the Department of Corrections for housing in the state prison. And Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, before you leave, there was an issue that we had kicked over to today's date in regards to the violation of probation and the subpoenaed documents. Mr. Robinson, Mr. Smith, Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, how would you like to proceed with those documents?
It's my request that that be put over to the January 21st FSC date. I did tell defense counsel for Mr. Haro that I would notify them. I'd like to address who has standing to object to those on that particular day.
Anytime that third-party documents are subpoenaed to the court, there's a procedure where the court has to determine if there's good cause and conduct an in-camera hearing, and that's with or without an objection. But I already did object to the release and asked that the court follow that process of the last court proceeding. If the court would like me here in January to make that same record, I'm happy to do so.
So you made the record. It was my understanding that there might be a request that those documents were not needed. So we'll continue the matter to January 21st. I'll note your objection. In between now and then, I'll review the documents for materiality. Mr. Smith, if you can let me know if you plan to continue to use those documents. If you're not going to use the documents, then I will not review them and we'll keep them downstairs. But if they are going to be released, I will review them for materiality.
Based on my limited understanding of what's in those documents, I do believe it's possible and I would like to use them, so I asked the court to review them.
Okay, so I'll review them by the next court date, and then Ms. Lowe and Mr. Smith will have further conversations, and we'll figure out, Ms. Lowe, if it's necessary for you to appear on that January 21st date, as well as you, Ms. Garthwaite. Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Haro has some paperwork to take back with him. And so we want to make sure, I don't think that we ever made an order that he could have paperwork transported back and forth.
I'll make an order that he be allowed to transport his legal paperwork to and from court.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, court to recess now. Can I have a step outside, please?
Emma,
Thoughts? Oh, really? Shoot, here I am talking. I'm gonna get going here, you guys. I have supper I'm making, and I have to go cut up my chicken because I'm making homemade chicken wild rice soup. So there's that. But thank you for being here, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, gotta go.